Spurs arriving at their building and coming through the tunnel with a lot of style and confidence. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Got one more great treat for you, folks. Joining us on our broadcast is Shams Charania. Shams, so great to have you with us. Thanks for taking the time to take a seat and join us here courtside.
Star-studded group, the pleasure is all mine. I appreciate you guys so very much for having me aboard.
Look at the smile on Brent Barry's face. He is thrilled to have you here courtside with us.
Absolutely. Super excited about it.
A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Friday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Sacramento Kings.
And looking at the Toronto matchup, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. We've got Tyrese Maxey. He's out there with Kobe. Asar Thompson is out there with Wembanyama. And it's Kamare in at the four-man position. Now here's Bryant. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. It's tipped. Stolen by Collins. Maxey against Harden. Collins, a screen on Maxey. Harden against Maxey. Shot clock at 5, and that one is good from Zubac. Zubac has got the game going here with the first basket for the Clippers. And as the salary cap looks set to rise significantly, Shams, any major effects that you can anticipate?
It won't be like the year the Warriors signed KD. They're going to smooth the cap's numbers, and it's not going to spike quite the same. But these numbers will continue to get eye-popping when you think about player salary, and you have to keep in mind luxury tax and the new second apron that came into play with the collective bargaining agreement, and that will play a part in how teams build, not putting yourself in a restricted position to continue to build winning organizations.
A lot of moving parts to contend with, but boy, a lot on the horizon. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Clever move by the young guy. Thompson sticks with the shot and gets fouled.
San Antonio shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Wasted no time on that one.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Kobe. Wembanyama passes to Maxey. They can't stop the run with that one.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
Pass to Beal. Harden looking it over. Over Thompson. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Down low. Stolen by Collins. Harden with it. Maxey covering. Harden the pass to Leonard. Here's Thompson. Good, and it's Bryant picking up the assist.
And when it comes to getting up and down the floor, Thompson has few peers.
All right, Shams, I know you can't reveal all your secrets, but how do you develop relationships with your sources, the players, the agents, the GMs, the scouts all over the NBA.
It comes year after year. This has been something I've been doing for the better course of the last 15 years. So for me, it's about relationships, it's about daily communication, and making sure that I keep the trust, I keep the faith, and I keep a level of respect with everyone that I come across. Relationships are the name of the game, especially in the NBA.
Well, that's what I've heard about you. They trust you. So if they're going to confide, they know they can trust you. I would think that would be maybe the core of how you operate.
Trust and faith, and that develops early, not taking shortcuts. I'm very much for the long game.
Man, that's a tough call for the ref to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Wembanyama sets a screen for Maxey. And there's Wembanyama on the assist by Maxey.
Wembanyama can be a menace inside. His length cannot be easily contained.
Leonard against Kobe. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, kind of fun when you see his personality come out in this game like that.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Spurs trail by 9. And here's Maxey. Turned in an outstanding game against Minnesota. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. Now he's in awe of Victor Wembanyama, just like everybody else. He said, I don't know that we can stop him. I don't know that we can slow him down. But they want to try and play a physical brand of basketball against him at both ends and see if that has any effect. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Now here's Thompson. 9 points last game. Here's Bryant. Collins grabs the miss. Los Angeles leading by 7. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Beal. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Harden the pass to Zubac. To the paint. He's looking for Leonard and finds him. A rebound by the Spurs. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, and in that one, they were aggressive, but also efficient. The exact balance you're looking to achieve.
Well, easy to be efficient on nights like that when everybody has things going. Let's see if they're still in the rhythm tonight.
Outside, Beal. Harden up top. 9 points last game out. Leonard looking over the floor. And the dunk by Zubac.
Love to see Zubac attacking the rim, staying involved offensively.
Beal against Kobe. Thompson. Empty that time from Leonard. Clippers leading by 7. Pass to Beal. From past the arc. A shot, no good. Good work defensively by Kobe. Good work defensively by Harden.
Well, he's just really struggling right now with everything he's throwing up. Nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
Now here's Beal. A 24-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City. Shot by Collins, no good.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Hey, Shams, I know you're connected throughout the NBA into a lot of front offices, but have you ever thought about maybe shifting gears a little bit and working for a team?
There is always intrigue into something like that, Kevin, but I've seen how tough the environment can be, and honestly, it is really much more fun to be talking to you on this side of the media world and the media equation of the NBA. But listen, there's always intrigue with the front office.
And a lot lot of opportunities. I know you're looked at, but thank you for your honesty in that one. Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Jones checked in for John Collins. Bogdanovich comes in for Bradley Beal. And Paul subbed in for James Harden. Drains the three-pointer.
And Bogdanovich needs very little room. The defense better stay more attached.
Mitchell looking it over. Kobe against Bogdanovich. Spins. Goes up on the high post. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Now here's Leonard following the miss by Kobe Bryant. Leonard with the ball. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Oklahoma City.
And not just the scoring. It was also how fierce he was on defense, grabbing 3 steals on the night as well.
Now Thibault. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Mitchell finds Bryant. Pass to Kamare. Connects from three-point range. 15 seconds left in the first. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Outside, Kobe. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Clippers on top. They lead by 5. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Clippers?
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
They've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. The post pairing, Batum and Zubac. Bogdanovich out there with Chris Paul. And it's Jones in at the small forward.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And the Clippers making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Hey, Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular move.
Big-time slam by Wembanyama. This is why you got to push him out of the paint.
Bogdanovich looking around. Off target from outside. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Here's Wembanyama.
A huge part of Wembanyama's game, his ability to just devour the glass on both ends.
Clippers trail by 3. Paul outside. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Pass to Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
A signature slam from the big fella. We've seen a few of those before.
Here's Maxey, and slam dunk by Maxey.
Nice read by Maxey. Sees it, hits it, done.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Maxey against Paul. And stolen by Wembanyama. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season, and they're set to host the All-Star Game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the LA area has hosted the All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in LA. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle. And here's Bogdanovich for 3, rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got 11 rebounds in the game. You communicate so much with NBA GMs. You talk with owners. You talk with personnel people. You know, knowing what they do, what is an overlooked part of how they operate their day-to-day jobs with these NBA teams?
A few things for me, Kevin. It is the relationships with agents, with other teams. Are they trusted? Do they have the trust of others? That is of importance, certainly. And how well connected are they within the organization? How are they building their own front offices in their own buildings? But their thirst for information, their ability to use information to strategize, that is something that occurs every single day. Because if you know something is happening with a specific team, that could shape how you want to strategize your team moving forward.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Bogdanovich. And Beal subbed in for Chris Dunn. Leonard draws the double. Pass to Zubac. Outside, Beal. Just 4 to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Thompson outside. Over to the left wing. Here's Whitmore. Second shot opportunity. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
And the overall skill set that Isaac possesses really off the charts. A big man who can run the floor, but also with that wingspan can defend the rim.
You know, Shams, I don't know how many kids grow up thinking they're going to be an NBA insider. But clearly that is something that you probably thought about at one time or another. Did you think that was going to be your path?
Kevin, I knew at the age of 16 years old what I wanted to do, and this path I wanted to take an insider for the NBA because I loved playing basketball, I loved writing, and I had a genuine passion for transactions, for the behind-the-scenes stories. So to be able to tell that story to the fans, I feel like I am one of the fans. That's why I feel like I can relate to the fans, and so that's what inspired me mostly to take this career path that I've taken.
You're so connected. It is a pleasure reading you and hearing you.
Kevin, appreciate you so much, and just know the stories will keep coming.
And here's Harden for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Harden's got 6.
Well, pick your poison with James Harden. Either way, he's going to find a way to make you pay.
Maxey against Harden. Bounce pass Maxey. Thompson outside. Back to Wembanyama. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Yeah, and quick, like as quick as possible. That was a dismal showing, especially for them at the offensive end.
Isaac finds Thompson. Pass to Maxey. Isaac a screen on Harden. That one good for 2. He's got 8. Shams, we know you grew up in Chicago. I'm assuming you grew up a Bulls fan. Who didn't? And you had to have a favorite player growing up with those terrific teams.
I was a big-time fan of hoops in general. Definitely someone for me was Kobe Bryant. That's someone, wasn't a Bulls player. We almost got him one year, but that was someone I grew up watching. Kevin, did you have a favorite team or player growing up?
Well, I love Kobe. I called every season of LeBron and every season of Kobe Bryant. And Bryant actually did stuff for 2K. As you know, not too long ago, before his passing, we sat down for a couple hours. But I hate to rank them because Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron are all right there at the very, very top. Hard to beat Jordan, right?
Very hard to beat Jordan. Obviously, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Kobe, for me, watching growing up, that was the closest thing that I had.
Lopez, he's checked in for the Clippers. Here are the top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. Fourth, James Harden.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
Harden with it. Defended by Bryant. Here's Lopez. Off target at the rim.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And Kobe gets it to go.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Harden outside. Lopez right side. Good on the shot. Lopez has got his first 2 points.
Just so smooth inside. Lopez, a gifted finisher as a big.
Outside Bryant. Pass to Whitmore. Kobe against Jones. It's stolen by Jones. There's Lopez with the 3. Rebounded by Kamare. Spurs leading by 10. Bryant on the wing. He's covered by Beal. Beal against Bryant. Shoots over Beal. Shot clock at 6. Bryant against Beal. Bryant can't get it to go.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
Shams, it's been fun. And you know what? It's been too short. So you got to promise you're going to come back and give us some more inside information on the NBA. We have loved every second having you here courtside with us tonight.
Sorry I was not able to break any big news on air this time, but you know what? My phone's ringing, so maybe next time.
Let me look at you. Wait a home. That is big news! Holy cow! Come back sooner than later, okay?
Thank you.
So great to have Shams stop by. You can see his passion for the game in every word he says.
You can't work as hard as Shams does without having a passion for the NBA. It's not easy to be that plugged in.
The main thing you get with Bamba, imposing defender, shot blocker, alters everything in the paint.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Brook Lopez. And it's John Collins in for Derek Jones. Now, here's Mitchell. Still yet to score. Outside, Bryant. Back to Whitmore. Mitchell in the corner. Over Leonard. And it's Mitchell missing.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Collins, good.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And so it's San Antonio, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
This has been a weight room game. They're just stronger on the glass.
And another important topic, injuries. Let's take a look at what's happening.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
On the court for San Antonio. Kobe is out there with Tyrese Maxey. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. Then it's Thompson. And it's Kamare in at the power forward position. Thompson against Leonard. Collins looking around. It's Beal on the wing. And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Harden inside the three-point line. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Here's Bryant. The Clippers grab the miss. Harden's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Leonard dishes to Collins. No good with the layup.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Maxey, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And what a finish by Maxey with that contact. That took a lot of guts.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw good, Maxey. This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
Look, if he plays the minutes, there's no doubt Zubac is going to get you double-double.
Thompson passes to Wembanyama. Wembanyama, a screen on Leonard. And the layup's good off the glass. And that's now 7 points now in the game from Ausar Thompson. Outside Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Now here's Collins. Lock at 6. Zubac kicks to Leonard. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Collins, that's a two-pointer. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama's got 13 rebounds in the game. Conceding.
Offensively, Maxey can be such a problem. He attacks you with that relentless energy.
Beal, the pass to Harden. They get it back. Beal against Maxey. Now here's Beal. Tight defense on him. Can't cash in from close range.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Maxey. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. No good on the three. Clippers trail by 10, and with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but has also led the league in assists. So it's pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA.
Bradley Beal has been one of the most consistent scorers in the game year after year. He is an offensive machine.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Here's the list of players who had the most steals in the NBA last season. And you look at Thibault, one of the league's best third in steals. And of course, Kawhi Leonard. This is another guy who can defend so very well. Such quick reflexes.
And with all the steals these two came away with, they probably put a thought in the back of every opponent's head, and it wasn't a very good thought.
Collins, good.
Collins does a nice job there preparing for that shot using his base.
Spurs leading by 9. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Spurs making a switch here. Eibel's checked in. Isaac against Collins. And the rejection by Collins.
Oh, sir. Collins sending that one away.
Here's Isaac. And Isaac throws it down. And it's Harden with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. Staying healthy and rested has been, Brent, a challenge for this Clippers team.
Well, of course, Kevin, this affects every team throughout the course of a long season. But, yeah, the Clippers have had a really tough time keeping their stars healthy. Their fans have been patient. Their ownership has been patient. But patience runs out. At some point, you want this team to have that full health and that full run to maybe get after one of those titles.
Pass to Whitmore. Back to Mitchell. Now here's Isaac. He's guarded by Collins. Here's Wembanyama. Puts the fadeaway right on the money. Wembanyama's got the lead up to 13 now for the Spurs. Harden against Mitchell. Collins setting the pick for Harden. Over Mitchell. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Harden's got 11 points.
Well, a master from the mid-range. Harden's so good at finding available space from that distance.
Isaac outside. Inside, here's Wembanyama. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting. Knocked away. And stolen by Thibault. To the middle. Here's Isaac. Pass to Whitmore. Misses the three. And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for the Clippers. Paul comes in for James Harden. Clippers trail by 13. Now here's Paul. Zubac's a screen on Mitchell. Shoots the three. And it's Paul missing. One-on-one fast break. Pass to Whitmore. Collins grabs the miss.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Zubac battles through traffic and lays it in. 14 points for Ivica Zubac.
One of those nights where Zubac's extremely active on the offensive end.
Wembanyama sets a screen for Whitmore. The shake. Love the confidence from Wembanyama.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Paul kicks to Collins. Outside Bogdanovic. Back to Paul. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Davion Mitchell.
And Chris Paul, when he gets into those tight spots, he becomes pretty smart in there.
And timeout is called by Craig Popovich. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And the Clippers making a change here. Harden's checked in, and San Antonio with the change here too. Sims is checked in.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And let's get an update on James Harden's injury. David, any news there?
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from Los Angeles' head athletic trainer. He said that he suffered a nasty bruise to the lower part of his back and that it's really stiffened up on him. But he's already come back into the game. How about that, Kevin?
Good information, David. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, Greg, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And the basket by Isaac. Isaac's got 11 points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Harden bounce pass. And Leonard has it in the corner. Isaac with the steal. And now Isaac running the floor all by himself. And Isaac throws it down.
And Isaac is, really breathtaking in transition. A long-legged forward who just devastates the defense with his speed.
Mitchell against Paul. Pass to Collins. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So, for the Clippers, Jones checked in for John Collins. Bogdanovich comes in for Leonard. And Chris Dunn subbed in for James Harden. Here's Bogdanovich. 5 on the clock. And that one is good from Zubac. Zubac has got 6 here in this quarter.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Beal's checked in for Chris Dunn. .32 seconds left to play here in the third. And it's Whitmore missing. Clippers trail by 13. Outside, Jones. Beal from long range. Sings with the rebound.
One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Spurs have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight. No good on that one. And he sinks the second. Outside, Beal. Can't hit from the elbow. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Spurs. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. We'll return shortly. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Brook Lopez is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Chris Paul. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Jones in at the small forward position. Here's Isaac. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Mitchell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Isaac against Leonard. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's only the first turnover, guys. He's been safe as an option for them at the offensive end.
Spurs leading by 17. Pass to Thibault. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Here's Mitchell. There's the drive. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Paul finds Leonard. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Beal taking his time here. 4 on the clock. Puts up a deep 3. And Bamba pulls it down.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking. Oh, man.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, he gets up. Ball against Mitchell. Pass to Leonard. Goes up to the stripe. With the clock winding down, and the dunk by Lopez.
Good size and the ability to carve out space. Lopez battling on the rebound.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Hey, Brent, where would you rank the Lopez brothers as the best NBA siblings?
Well, they've had storied careers, both of them. Certainly in terms of the argument about the best twins to ever play the game, you could make an argument for them. You had, of course, Tom and Dick Van Arsdale in the 60s, Horace and Harvey Grant in the 90s. But what the Lopez brothers have been able to do, not in terms of their longevity, but in terms of their contribution to their teams, both very different. These guys have to be up there.
And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. It's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
John Collins, he's checked in for the Clippers.
Well, everyone knows that Bradley Beal is going to produce, but he plays with such great effort at both ends. He doesn't just kick his feet up when he's on D.
Kicks it out to Bryant. Wembanyama passes to Thompson. Outside Bryant. Beal with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And it's sent back by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots, but it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Way too easy for Collins. With ideal positioning, he's a real problem out there.
Pass to Wembanyama. Bryant, that's a two-pointer. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
And how about Brook Lopez? In his 30s, he added the three-point shot, which extends his career.
Isaac outside. Pass to Kobe. Wide open. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Well, Greg, they're looking to make some big stops here to halt this rally.
And luckily, time is on their side, but this is on them. They need to play smart here.
Now Beal. He's covered by Isaac. And it's sent back by Isaac.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
And great hustle from Maxey in the open court, getting there on the fast break.
Outside Beal. Back to Paul. Kobe against Beal. Lopez, a screen on Bryant. Lopez outside. That 3 off the mark. Spurs leading by 17. Maxey against Paul. Back to Thompson. 5 to shoot. And Bryant gets it to go. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Left side Collins. They get a hand on it. And stolen by Maxey. In transition, here come the Spurs. It's deflected, and it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. So, for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Lopez, and James Harden subbed in for Chris Paul. And San Antonio also making a switch. Cam Whitmore, he's checked in for Bryant. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Outside Collins. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 5 assists in the game. Harden with it. Maxey covering. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut to just 11 on the basket from Zubac.
Now, there are a few players that can read the floor as well as James Harden. He has seen every kind of defense.
And slam dunk by Maxey.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
And the coaches want this from Beal. Play aggressive, force your way to the strike.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
No adjustments made by the other team, and they couldn't defend against the speed of this group. They've been running over them in this one.
And another difference maker that we could point to tonight has been second chance points. They've been in there, they've had active hands, they've been in great position, and they've been smart attacking the offensive glass.
Good D by Thompson. San Antonio leading by 12. To the inside, Isaac. And Isaac throws it down.
Yeah, he's aggressive offensively, and the versatility in that arsenal, when you look at his size, is what makes him, at times, unguardable.
A step-back shot here. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Whitmore finds Thompson. 80 that time from Leonard. LA's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. Beal from long range sinks the triple. Beal's got 12 points here in the second half.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Here's Wembanyama. The 7-footer falls.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Spurs.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so, created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Victor Wembanyama.
It was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Bogdanovich against Thompson. Here's Lopez. A rebound by the Spurs. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's Isaac. Up and in on the layup. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. And now, our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.